Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am 𝗫 𝗬 and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 10th. So students, in the previous video we have started reading with our next topic from the grammar syllabus, that is determiners. In the previous video we have seen some of the determiners, we have seen their different uses, and yes, we have also done some practice exercise, right? And in today's video we will continue with this topic. We will see some more determiners, we will see their different uses, and yes, again we will solve some sentence and we will see some practice exercise. Okay, so now let's begin our today's video, that is based on determiners. So students, the next determiner that we are having here, so we are having two words, they are each and every. So it's a very common pair, each and every. We always use these words in our day-to-day language, in our day-to-day conversation. So what actually these two words, each and every, they mean? What is the difference between each and every, and where we can use these words as determiners? So we will cover all these things. So now let's begin, let's read. Each and every takes singular noun and singular verb after them. Each plus of plus plural noun is also followed. So first of all, the most important thing that we always have to remember, that each and every, always they take singular noun and singular verb after them. So what it means? It means that when we are using each or every in any sentence, so after that, always we have to use singular noun and singular verb. So what it means actually कि हमें कभी भी प्लूरल से पहले ये यूज नहीं करने होते हैं. ईच और एवरी हम जहां भी यूज करते हैं, जिन सेंटेंस में यूज करते हैं, सो आफ्टर दैट ऑलवेज देयर शुड बी सिंगुलर नाउन एंड सिंगुलर वर्ब अकॉर्डिंग टू द नाउन. Clear? But one exception we are having here, one more pattern, one more structure is there. Okay, and what is that structure? That is each plus of plus plural noun. So this is one of the structure where each, it is used before plural noun. And what is the structure? According to the structure, there should be each plus of, and after that we can have one plural noun. Okay, so this is one of the structure that we can also use, that is also followed. Okay, each indicates two or more items, whereas every indicates three or more items. Another difference that we are having here between each and every. So basically जो difference है each और every में वो क्या है? When we are using each, so always it indicates two or more items, but when we are using every, then it indicates three or more items. Okay, so again you have to remember this thing, that when we are using each, so each means two or more items and every means minimum three or more items. Okay, so according to that we can use each or every. So now let's see some of the uses, or we can say some of the differences that we are having between each and every. So let's see, first of all let's read each. Each refers to individual things in group or list of two or more entities, and that too one by one. Like one example we are having here, each poet sees nature differently. Now let's read about every. Every refers to whole group of people or things together with no exception. And again example is, every poet is sensitive and considerable. So what it actually means? It means that when we are using each, so at a time we are talking about individual, at a time if we are talking about one group, and when we are using each, so that then we are talking about individual person, we are talking about each and every person of that group. But when we are using every to indicate one group, so then we are talking about that group as a whole group. Okay, so तब हम एक individual person के बारे में बात नहीं करते हैं, हम एक complete group, हम एक whole group को together लेके हम बात करते हैं. Okay, so now in this example we are saying this thing, that each poet sees nature differently. It means that every individual poet, okay, they are able to see nature in their own different manner. But when we are using every, so we are saying that every poet is sensitive and considerable. So So here we are talking about a very common thing, okay, and we are talking about all the poets. But now in this sentence when we were using each, so now here we are talking about every poet in an individual manner, but here we are talking about the entire group of poets, the entire हम पूरे ग्रुप को एक साथ लेके हम बात कर रहे हैं, but here we are talking about the individual person, the individual poet. Clear? So this is the major difference that we are having between each and every. For two things, he was hurt in each leg. Another use of each we are having here. So हमने इससे पहले भी we have discussed this thing that each is used to indicate two or more things and every it is used to indicate three or more things. Okay. So when we are when we have to show only two things, so obviously at that time we have to use each. So suppose one sentence we are having here, he was hurt, and here we are having one blank leg. So now it is very obvious that all human beings we have only two legs. Okay, so जब हमें legs को show करना है और हमें पता है legs जो होते हैं वो counting में कितने होते हैं, दो होते हैं. So now we have to recall that rule. According to that rule, when we have to indicate two or more things, so we have to use each, and this is the reason in this sentence we will use each. And if we are writing the sentence in this way that he was hurt in every leg, then our answer will be wrong, because again we have to remember this thing that each it is used to indicate two or more things and every it is used to indicate minimum three or more things, and legs it's a very common thing that we all human beings we are having only two legs. So this is the reason in this sentence we will use each here in the blank. Okay, next now let's read every first. We are having some particular adverbs such as almost, nearly, particularly, not, and they are used with every, not with each. So now you have to remember, you have to learn all these adverbs that we are having here. They are some of the adverbs, और जब भी ये adverbs के sentence में use होती हैं, so with these adverbs always we have to use every. We cannot use each with these particular adverbs. Clear? So let's see some of the example. We are having almost blank boy was beaten. So in this list we are having almost, and this is the reason after almost we are using every. So this is the right answer. But suppose we are having almost each building is falling down. So almost के बाद अगर हम each का use कर रहे हैं, so this is wrong answer. This is not the correct answer because we are having some particular adverbs. I am repeating one more time these adverbs. So we are having almost, nearly, particularly, not, right? So these are some of the adverbs, and when we are having these verbs in our sentence, so after these adverbs we have to use every. We cannot use each. Okay. One more example that is here is not every student enjoyed the annual function. So we are having not, and not is also there in our list as an adverb. So after not also we have to use every. We cannot use each. Clear? For limited number, so now we are talking about each. So yes, each is used to indicate limited number. How? So example we are having, it rained each day last week. So now when we are talking about a week, so we all know that in a week we are having 7 days. Okay, so it's a limited time, we are having 7 days. So when we are talking about the limited number, when we are talking about the limited time, so to show, to indicate that limited number, we have to use each. Like here we are talking about 1 week, so it's obvious that in a week we are having 7 days, so it's a very limited number. So to show 7 days we are using each here in this sentence, in this example. But every it is used to show indefinite, or we can say infinite number. How? Let's see the example. Shalu has read every book in the library. So just to focus on this sentence very carefully. In this sentence we are talking about one girl, that is Shalu, and we are saying that she has read every book in the library. Now just tell me, can you tell me that in a library how many books we are having? Obviously there are so many books, there is a large quantity of books that is there in the library, right? So that is indefinite number, or we can say infinite number, because library is a group of books. Okay, वहाँ पे बहुत सारी books होती हैं, so it's a unlimited number, or we can say infinite number, and this is the reason we are using every here in this blank. Clear? I am repeating one more time this particular difference that we are talking about here. So we can say that each, it is used to show definite number, or we can say limited number, but every, it is used to show indefinite number, or we can say infinite number. Like we are talking about week here in this sentence. So in a week we are having only 7 days, so that time we can use each in this example. But here we are talking about the books that are there in the library. So a library is full of books. Okay, so it's an infinite number. To we can say, to show infinite number, we have to use every, like in the example that we are having here. Clear? Next, let's read about each. Each plus of plus object, pronoun or determiner. So this is another structure that we are having here. Let's see the example. Each of the schools in this area has a government approval. So this is the pattern, each plus of plus pronoun, or we can say determiner. So in this way we can use each, and it is also used to show each day, each week, each month, each year, etc. Right? So in this manner we can use each. Now let's read about every, to show frequency of happening. Like in this manner we can use every day, every week or every year. Okay, so जब हम frequency show कर रहे हैं किसी चीज की, कोई काम बहुत frequently repeat हो रहा है, again and again वो काम हो रहा है, तो we can say to show the frequency of that thing we can use every. Okay. The measles affects about 1 million people each year. So now we are having the example here. So in the example we are saying that this is a disease, measles, and we are saying that the measles affects about 1 million people each year, right? And now in this sentence let's read, Avi visits his maternal aunt every week. So here we are talking about the frequency, right? हमें एक चीज जो कि frequently हो रही है, repeat हो रही है, बार बार हो रही है, so we are talking about that thing, we are talking about that action. So we are saying that Avi visits his maternal aunt every week. Okay, so ये काम जो है अपने maternal aunt को visit करना, ये frequently हो रहा है, ये repeatedly हो रहा है, every week हो रहा है. So this is the reason we are using every here in this sentence. But here we are using each. Why? Because हम frequency नहीं बता रहे हैं, but we are trying to say that this disease measles, this affects about 1 million people each year. Clear? So this is all about each and every. I hope जो basic difference है each and every में, that is clear to you all. So I am just summarize all the things that we have discussed about each and every. So basically each, it is used to show जब हम किसी group में, suppose there are 5 people in a group, and when we are talking about individual person, so at that time we have to use each. But when we are talking about the entire group as a team, so that time we have to use every. Right? According to second difference, each is used to show 2 or more things, and every, it is used to show 3 or more things. And both the words each and every, they are used with singular verb and singular noun. But yes, one structure we are having, and according to that structure, each, it is used with of plus plural noun. Okay, so in that pattern, in that structure we can use each, right? And yes, every, it is used to show the frequency. And we have read certain adverbs, and with those adverbs we have to use only and only every. Right? So these are the major things that are related with each and every. So I am sure that now these 2 determiners, each and every, they are clear in your mind. And now we are having some of the sentence. We have to read the sentence, and then we have to fill the blank. We have to complete the sentence using each or every. So we are having 2 options with us, each or every. So after reading the sentence, we have to decide that which determiner is more suitable, each or every. So let's read the sentence. Let's complete the sentence with me, and I am sure that you all are ready with your answers, right? So let's read the first one. Of the students has 3 books. So just observe the sentence very carefully, just observe the structure of the sentence. So we are having of here, after that we are having plural noun. So we have discussed this structure earlier also. So in this structure we have to write each here, and our answer will be each, and the complete sentence will be each of the students has 3 books, because this is the structure that we have discussed, that if we are having of plus plural noun, so before that we have to use each, right? Next is there is a bus to our. So here we are talking about the frequency, right? हम ये चीज जो कि बार बार हो रही है, क्या चीज रिपीट हो रही है यहाँ पे कि एक कोई suppose there is a bus station, there is a bus stoppage, and there we are saying that there is a bus every 2 hours. So we are talking about the frequency. We are talking about one thing that is happening again and again, every 2 hours में चीज repeat हो रही है, and this is the reason we are writing every here to show the frequency of something, and the sentence will be there is a bus every 2 hours. Clear? Next is there are 4 worksheets. Please take on off. So let's see the sentence. Let's observe the sentence carefully again. Here we are saying first of all that there are 4 worksheets, right? 4 worksheets है, अलग-अलग 4 worksheets we are having, and now we are saying that please take on off each. So one by one आपको चारों वर्कशीट जो है वो आपको करनी है. So this is the reason we are writing each here, and the complete sentence will be there are 4 worksheets. Please take on off each. Next sentence, we enjoyed minute of our holidays. So in this sentence our answer will be every. Why? Just read the sentence again. We are saying that we enjoyed every minute of our holiday. Suppose we were on a vacation, we were on a holidays for suppose 7 days, 1 week, okay? And now here we are talking about the minutes. So in a week there are infinite minutes, okay? So here we are talking about a large quantity, and this is the reason we are using every, and the sentence will be we enjoyed every minute of our holidays. Next is student has written an email. So here we are talking about individual student, because suppose in a class there are 15 students, so suppose there are 20 students, okay, and we are saying that 20 में से 20 students ने अपना email लिखा है, okay, and this is the reason our answer will be each, because we are not talking about all the students as a group, but we are talking about all the students as an individual, and this is the reason our answer will be each, because एक student ने लिखा है, सब ने लिखा है, and our answer will be each, and the sentence will be each student has written an email. Next is these lemons cost 25 cents each. Why each? The reason is that suppose we are having 10 lemons with us, okay, and now we are talking about the price of 1 lemon. So we are saying that each lemons की जो price थी वो क्या थी, 25 cents each, यानी कि एक lemon की price हम बता रहे हैं कि suppose we are having 10 lemons, तो उसमें से एक lemon की price क्या है, 25 cents, right? So again we are talking about one individual lemon, right? And this is the reason we are writing each, and the sentence will be these lemons cost 25 cents each. Next is they have their own email address. So in this sentence also just read the sentence very carefully, and then you all will be able to have the correct answer. According to the sentence we are saying that they have their own email address. Now we all know कि जो email address होता है वो सबका अलग होता है. Everyone is having their own email address, right? So again we are talking about one group, and in that group we are talking about all the member as an individual, and this is the reason our answer will be each here, and the sentence will be they each have their own email address, because yes, each and every person is having their own email address. Next is we lost $20 each. Again, the reason is the same, because suppose we are talking about that we means we are a group of 4 people and we are saying that we lost $20 each. It means अगर हम 4 लोगों का एक ग्रुप है, so 4 लोगों में से हर एक ने $20 जो है वो अपने लूज किए हैं. So this is the reason we are talking about one group, but we are talking about individual person, and this is the reason our answer will be each, and the sentence will be we lost $20 each. It means each person of that group actually lost $20. Next is answer is worth 2 points. Again our answer will be each, and the reason is very much obvious here. Suppose in a question paper there are 10 questions and I am saying that the each answer is worth 2 points. So yes, we are talking about one question paper, but here in this sentence we are talking about all the questions as an individual, and we are saying that each answer is worth 2 points. आप जितने भी answers लिखोगे, so for each answer you will have 2 points, you will have 2 marks. Next is they are open day except Sunday. So here we will write every day, and the sentence will be they are open every day except Sunday. Next is of the students is expected to complete 3 projects this term. So in this sentence we are having one particular structure that we have discussed already, that when we are having of plus plural noun, so before that we have to use each, and the sentence will be each of the students is expected to complete 3 projects this term. Next is almost students failed the exam. So yes, in this sentence we are having one adverb in the beginning of the sentence. The adverb is almost, and we have discussed some adverbs, and according to the rule when we are having these adverbs, so after these adverbs we have to use every. So we are following the rules and we are writing the answer. The answer is every, and the sentence will be almost every student failed the exam. Next is the children read 20 minutes every day. So our answer will be every, and the sentence will be the children read 20 minutes every day. Next is there are 2 boxes. One has a reference number. So here also observe the sentence very carefully. First of all we are saying that there are 2 boxes. Clear? Next we are saying that one has a reference number. So here our answer will be each, and we are saying that suppose there are 2 boxes. So next we are talking about both the boxes as an individual, and we are saying that each one has a reference number. It means कि दोनों ही boxes पे reference number लिखा हुआ था. Okay, so when we are talking about one group as an individual, so every time we have to use each. So first of all we are saying that there are 2 boxes, and now we are saying that दोनों ही boxes पे reference number था, and to show this thing we have to use each, and our answer is each, and the sentence will be each one has a reference number. Next sentence that we are having here is time I go shopping, I buy more than I intended. So here our answer will be every, and the sentence is every time I go shopping, I buy more than I intended. Next is there were shops on side of the street. So this is a very important sentence that we are having here. We are having that there are shops on side of the streets. Now I am sure that you all know how many sides we are having on a street. Suppose this is a street. Okay, so now we are having 2 sides. Okay, one is right side, second is left side. So when we are having 2 sides और दोनों ही sides पे suppose we are having shops. Okay, these are the shops. So now one person is walking here and he is saying that there were shops on, suppose he is saying that both the sides. So to show 2 sides we have to use each. Why? Because we have discussed this thing earlier that each it is used to show two or more things, and every it is used to show three or more things. And we all know that one road is having two sides. So when we have to indicate two sides, so that our answer will be each, because each is the word that is used to show two or more things, and road is having only two sides, left or right side, and this is the reason our answer is each. And the complete sentence will be, there were shops on each side of the street, or we can say road. Next is, student was having English book on the table. So here our answer will be each, because again we are talking about individual student, and we are saying that किसी क्लास में suppose कितने भी student है, suppose 20 है, 30 है, so each student was having English book on the table. So every time when we are talking about individual person, so we have to use each. Next is, I have to go to hospital 6 months. So here we are talking about some frequency. We are talking about some action that is repeated again and again. So we are saying that every 6 months this action is repeated. What is the action? To go to hospital. So this action is repeated again and again in the difference of 6 months, and this is the reason to show the frequency we are using every, and the answer will be, I have to go to hospital every 6 months. Next is, of us has a different opinion. So here our answer will be each. Why? Because we are saying that of suppose we are talking about 5 people, and all the 5 people they are having their own opinion. All the 5 people they are having different opinions. So again we are talking about individual person. We are talking about individual person's opinion, and this is the reason we are using each, and the sentence will be, each of us has a different opinion. Next sentence, there were 2 boys had a coat. So again in this sentence, first of all we cleared this thing that there were 2 boys. We are talking about 2 boys, and then we are saying that had a coat. It means each had a coat. It means जो 2 boys की हम बात कर रहे हैं, so both were having coats. So now again we are talking about 2 boys, but as an individual person, and this is the reason we are using each, and the answer will be each, and the complete sentence will be, there were 2 boys, each had a coat. Okay, so students, we have seen so many examples, we have solved so many sentences here in this practice exercise. So now I am sure that these 2 determiners, each and every, they are very clear to you, right? So no doubt, no confusion should be there in your mind. All the things, all the rules, everything should be very clear, okay? Because determiners are a very interesting topic. हम जब भी कोई book पढ़ते हैं, हम जब भी कोई chapter पढ़ते हैं, so every time हम ये determiners पढ़ते हैं, राइट? सो अगर एक बार आपने अच्छे से रूल्स लर्न कर लिए हैं, सारे यूजेस आपने लर्न कर लिए हैं, सो व्हेन यू विल रीड सम बुक नेक्स्ट टाइम एंड यू विल सी द डिटर्मिनर्स, एंड आपको समय यूजेस आते हैं, सो डेफिनेटली यू विल फील गुड कि ओके, आई नो दिस थिंग दैट हियर दिस डिटर्मिनर इज एप्रोप्रिएट आंसर, राइट? सो जस्ट रीड ऑल द यूजेस वेरी केयरफुली, जस्ट लर्न ऑल द यूजेस एंड डू दिस प्रैक्टिस एक्सरसाइज वन मोर टाइम. Okay, so now moving ahead, we are having some more determiners with us in this video. So let's see. Now we are having 2 determiners. They are much and many. So now we are talking about these 2 determiners. Now we will see their different uses, that where we can use these 2 determiners, what are the different uses, what are the difference between much and many, and then we will solve some practice exercise also. So first of all, let's see. First of all, let's talk about much. So yes, much, it is used for singular uncountable noun, and many, it is used for plural countable noun. So this is the difference, that yes, you have to learn, you have to remember always that much, it is used for singular uncountable noun. So when the noun is uncountable one, or we can say noun is something that we cannot count, so to show that noun we have to use much. But when we are having countable noun, when we are having some things that we can easily count, so for that we have to use many. Clear? Let's see how we are having the example. The first example is we don't have much money to spend. So here we are having a noun that is money. So before money we have to use determiner. So here our answer will be much, because money is uncountable. Yes, you have to learn this thing. Money is uncountable. If we are talking about rupees, if we are talking about paise, so yes, rupees and paise, they are countable, but money is uncountable noun. So because money is uncountable noun, so before money we have to use much. Second example is they do not buy many books every day. So here we are having books as noun, and before books we are using many. Why? Because obviously books is a countable noun. We can count books, right? We can say that I am having 5 books, there are 10 books in my bags. So books is a countable noun. So when we are having countable noun, we have to use many. When we are having uncountable noun, so at that time we have to use much. This is the basic difference between much and many. Clear? So first of all, you have to recognize the noun, that whether the noun that we are having, that noun is countable or uncountable, and according to that you have to use the determiner. If you find that noun is uncountable one, just use much, and if you find that noun is a countable noun, so at that time you have to use many. Clear? Next, let's see some of the uses that where much and many they are used. So let's see the first one. Much and many are mainly used in negative and interrogative sentence. How? Let's see the example. Is there much employment in this village? So in the end we are having one question mark. So this is the interrogative sentence, and in this sentence we are having unemployment as a noun. So we all know that unemployment is uncountable noun. We cannot count ना कि अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट कितना है. हम ऐसे नहीं कह सकते कि 3 अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है, 4 अनएम्प्लॉयमेंट है. So this is uncountable noun, and this is the reason we are using much here. Next example that we are having, they are not doing many works. So we are having works, plural countable noun, and this is the reason we are using many here, and it's a negative sentence. So according to first use, much and many, they are used in negative and interrogative sentence, like the example we are having here. Next, when we use much or many before articles, demonstratives, possessives or pronouns, we should use of after much and many. So according to this rule, if we are having some articles, some demonstratives, some possessive, or we can say some pronoun, so when we are using much or many, so at that time we have to use of with them. How? Let's see the example. How much of your success is reality and how much is illusion? So here we are having your success. Okay, so this is the reason with much we are having of, right? So अगर हमारे पास noun है, अगर हम noun के लिए use कर रहे हैं, तो directly we can use much or many. But if in the place of noun we are having any article, demonstrative, possessive or pronoun, so at that time with much and many we have to use of, right? Second example is how many of you can dance. So again we are having you, that is one of the pronoun, and this is the reason that with many we are using of, we are adding of. Clear? So now let's see, we are having some of the practice exercise. We are having some of this sentence. We have to read the sentence and we have to fill the blank. We have to complete the sentence, and our options that we are having here are many and much. So one more time I am just repeating, I am just summarizing the difference between much and many. Much, it is used for uncountable nouns, and many, it is used for countable noun, right? So according to this thing, keeping this thing in your mind, just read the sentence and just complete the sentence filling the blanks. Ready? So let's read the first one. I don't need milk in my coffee. So we are having one noun, the noun is milk, and milk is uncountable noun, right? हम milk count नहीं कर सकते हैं. It's a liquid, it's the material noun, it's the uncountable noun, and this is the reason here in this blank our answer will be much, and the sentence will be I don't need much milk in my coffee. Next is my brother has positive qualities. So qualities is a countable noun. We can count the qualities, right? We can say that I am having 3 good qualities, or we can say that he is having 4 bad qualities. So qualities is something that we can count. Qualities is a countable noun. So this is the reason in this blank our answer will be many. And the sentence will be my brother has many positive qualities. Next sentence, we read English stories in class. So in this sentence we are having English stories as a noun. So stories here is a countable noun. We can count the stories, and this is the reason here our answer will be many. And the sentence will be we read many English stories in class. Next is there is not pizza left. So here our answer will be much. Why much? So students, don't get confused. I am sure that this thing will be in your mind right now, that pizza, we can count pizza. We can say na that I just had 3 pizzas, or we can say that I am having 2 pizzas with me. So yes, pizza is a countable noun, but just focus on this sentence that here we are having singular noun. It's not a plural noun. अगर ये plural होता, suppose यहाँ पे pizzas होते, so definitely at that time it will be plural countable noun. So then our answer will be many. But first of all, this is a singular noun, and the second reason, here we are talking about one pizza, right? And here we are talking about certain part of that pizza. Suppose I was having one pizza और उसमें से कुछ pizza मैंने ले लिया है, I have eaten, right? So suppose these are the slices of pizza. सो इस पिज़्ज़ा में से इतनी स्लाइसेस जो हैं वो ऑलरेडी फिनिश हो चुकी हैं, अब है ओनली 2 स्लाइसेस इस पिज़्ज़ा की रिमेनिंग. सो नाउ आई एम सेइंग दैट देयर इज नॉट मच पिज़्ज़ा लेफ्ट. सो हियर इन दिस सेंटेंस आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट सर्टेन पार्ट ऑफ वन पिज़्ज़ा. सो दिस पार्ट इज नॉट काउंटेबल. वी कैन नॉट काउंट दिस पार्ट ना कि कितना पार्ट रिमेनिंग है. सो दिस इज द रीजन इन दिस सेंटेंस आवर आंसर विल बी मच. Clear? I am repeating why we are writing much. First of all, in this sentence we are talking about only one pizzas, because here we are having singular noun. अगर यहाँ पे plural noun होता then definitely our answer will be many, but we are having singular noun. We are talking about only one pizza, and we are talking about the remaining part of one pizza. So this remaining part is uncountable. We cannot count this remaining part, and this is the reason our answer will be much. Clear? Next is William does work at the office. Again here in this sentence our answer will be much, and the sentence will be William does much work at the office. Next is I don't know people like them. People, it's a countable noun. So for countable noun always we have to use many. And the sentence will be I don't know many people like them. Next is Lisa has made effort to learn this poem by heart. So here we are having effort as a noun, and we all know that effort is uncountable noun. We cannot count effort, right? And this is the reason here in this blank our answer will be much. And the complete sentence will be Lisa has made much effort to learn this poem by heart. Next sentence, we have to discuss questions today. So we are having questions. Questions is a countable noun. So to show countable noun, we have to use many. And the complete sentence will be, we have to discuss many questions today. Next sentence, Alexander has already done projects. So here we are having projects, and project is a countable noun. We can count the project, and this is the reason in this blank our answer will be many. And the sentence will be Alexander has already done many projects. Next sentence, we found out information about that event. So here in this blank our answer will be much. And the complete sentence will be, we found out much information about that event. Next is, there are new houses in our street. So we can say that to show houses, that is a countable noun, we have to use many. And the sentence will be, there are many new houses in our street. Next sentence, trees are blooming now. So we are having trees as a noun, and trees is a countable noun. We all know, we can say that there are 5 trees in this garden, there are 20 trees in that garden. So trees is a countable noun, and this is the reason in this blank our answer will be many. And the sentence will be, many trees are blooming now. Next is, you need patience and persistence to cope with all these tasks. So here we are having patience and persistence. So patience, persistence, they are uncountable noun. They are feelings, they are emotions, and this is the reason here our answer will be much, because they are abstract noun, and our answer will be much. And the complete sentence will be, you need much patience and persistence to cope with all these tasks. Next is, they don't buy salt and sugar. So we are having salt and sugar. Again, they are material nouns. So this is the reason in this blank our answer will be much, because we cannot count salt and sugar. We can measure, right, but we cannot count. So our answer will be much. And the sentence will be, they don't buy much salt and sugar. Next sentence, we don't like things about this place. So we are having things. Things is a countable noun, and our answer will be many. And the sentence will be, we don't like many things about this place. Next sentence, there are birds in the sky. We are having birds. Birds is a countable noun, and our answer will be many. And the sentence will be, there are many birds in the sky. Next sentence, I haven't got homework today. So in this sentence our answer will be much. And the sentence will be, I haven't got much homework today. Next sentence, John hasn't got money. So we have discussed this thing already, that money is uncountable noun, right? Yes, rupees, paise, they are countable things, but money is an uncountable noun, and in this sentence our answer will be much. And the complete sentence will be, John hasn't got much money. Next sentence, there aren't cars in the street. So we are having cars, and cars is a countable noun, and our answer will be many. And the complete sentence will be, there aren't many cars in the street. Next sentence, there is coffee in the cup. So we are having coffee as a noun, and coffee is an uncountable noun. It's a liquid, it's a material noun, and in this sentence our answer will be much. And the sentence will be, there is much coffee in the cup. Next sentence, are there apples on the tree? So we are having apples, and yes, apples is a countable noun. We can count apples, and in this sentence our answer will be many. And the complete sentence will be, are there many apples on the tree? Next sentence, Jan spends money at the shop. So we have discussed that money comes in the category of uncountable noun, and in this sentence our answer will be much. And the complete sentence will be, Jane spends much money at the shops. Next sentence, have you got bread in the cupboard? So we are having bread. So for bread we have to write much. And the sentence will be, have you got much bread in the cupboard? Next sentence, are there children on the beach? We are having children, and yes, children is a countable noun, and this is the reason here our answer will be many. And the sentence will be, are there many children on the beach? Next sentence, we are early, we have time. So here we are having time. So yes, time is uncountable noun, right? If you are having hours, if you are having minutes or seconds, so they are countable nouns, but time is uncountable noun, and in this sentence our answer will be much. and the complete sentence will be we are early, we have much time. Okay, so students, don't get confused at all. Just be very clear about the noun, that which noun comes in this category of countable noun and which noun is known as uncountable noun. So when we are having time, so time is uncountable noun. Yes, hours, minutes, seconds, they are countable, but time is uncountable noun. Okay, so for time we have to use much. Clear? So this is all about much and many. We have seen the uses, we have seen the difference that is there between much and many. We have seen so many examples, and yes, we have done practice exercise also. So I am sure that these two determiners, much and many, this is also clear to you all. So in this video, we have done first of all, every and each, and then much and many. So these four determiners are very important and very easy at the same time. So I am sure that now these four determiners are very clear to you all, and you are very much confident to solve any sentence related with these determiners, right? And in the next video, we will continue with this topic. We will see some more determiners, the uses of those determiners. So just be with me and see you in the next video. Thank you.